Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is a Forex quick look. I'm going to take a look at three of the commodity currency pairs: the Aussie versus US dollar, the dollar versus Canada, and the New Zealand versus US dollar to end the trading day. So let's get started. All right, I'll start off by taking a look at the hourly chart of the Aussie versus US dollar. And you can see how the price moved sharply to the upside on Tuesday's trade into early Wednesday. The price high was reached at 0.6907. A little about that in a second. And then rotated all the way back down to a low price right around the 0.6816 level. In trading here today, starting at the Asian session, what do? We started at that low right there, and we've retraced nearly all the move to the downside, just a few pips short of that 0.6907 level in trading here today. We are back up, currently trading just around that 0.6900 level, looking to erase the whole move to the downside. So we have a move to the downside, a move to the upside, very symmetrical in the Aussie versus US dollar as the buyers and sellers battle it out. Now let's look at the daily chart and see where we are in relation to it. And we look back in time, going back to these highs right here. Guess where those levels come in at 0.6899, 0.68947. So we moved above each of those levels in trading yesterday, and we're now trading right near the high of that swing area right through here. So if we get and stay above this level going forward, we're going to be increasing the bullish bias for the Aussie versus US dollar off of not only the daily chart, also off of the hourly chart. We also, in trading here today and yesterday, the low prices that we saw come in again at the late Asian session or late day yesterday, early Asian session today, was right near the 61.8% retracement at 0.6818. So holding that level was also somewhat bullish, and now we need to get through the highs, get above the 0.69 level and stay above that level to increase the bullish bias. Let's take a look at the dollar versus Canada. I'm going to take a look at the I'm going to take a look at the daily chart. Yes, to start off with, just like the Aussie versus US dollar, we came down yesterday and tested this key support level defined by this low right here, this low right here. That area came between 1.34, what is it, 32 up to, or 12 up to 1.3419. The low price came right down toward that 19 level and found support buyers push back to the upside. Let's see what it looks like on the hourly chart. And when we take a look at the hourly chart, that moved to the upside yesterday, came right up to this swing area right through here. I outlined that level in my post yesterday. That level is defined by these different swing highs, more or less, and the price lows right through here before moving to the upside. We came right back down to that level here and then broke through it here. This is the employment day before moving to the upside. Again, returned to that level earlier this week and fell below it earlier this week, and then came up to that level late yesterday and early in the Asian session. And since then, we've seen the market try once again to get above that 0.3486 level. Couldn't get above it. We'll also have the 100-hour moving average in play here. So guess what? Going into the new trading day, we're going to need to get above 1.3486 and also get above that 100-hour moving average at 1.34925. Getting above both those levels will increase the bullish bias going forward. That's required for traders. But we are back down here, which is near this swing level that I had as another level to get to and through in the post that I saw yesterday, that I wrote yesterday. And this level comes in at 1.3465. And as you can see, we've traded below it on a number of different hourly bars here, but not with any momentum. We are moving back down toward that level after moving a little bit higher off of the failure rate here. So another test of the 1.3465 level and getting below that level would probably increase the bearish bias. So these are the two levels. Add in the 100-hour moving average. If we get above these levels, it's more bullish. If we get below this level and stay below the 65 level, it's more bearish for the dollar versus Canada. Finally, let's take a look at the New Zealand versus US dollar. And like the Aussie versus US dollar, we moved higher in trading in the Asian session yesterday and then moved sharply to the downside. That move to the downside took the price back below the 100-hour moving average, which has been doing a pretty decent job of holding support. That should have kept the sellers more in control, but what did we do? In the Asian session, we started to move higher, and then we broke above that level. And you see this point right here. We tested that 100-hour moving average and said we want to go higher, and that's what it did. It's pushed higher. Unlike the Aussie versus US dollar, we aren't near the high price that we saw yesterday. We're down here near the 0.6265, but the buyers are trying to take more control. I like the fact that this low right here came down near this high right here and found support against that level and rotated to the downside. So in the new trading day, watch the 0.62979. Let's call it around the 63 level. get below that level and stay below that level. It was going to require getting below the 100-hour moving average as well at the 83 level. But those are the steps to the downside for more bearish. Until then, the buyers remain more in control with the 0.6353 level, the next key target to get to and through on the top side. We'll take a look at the daily chart. On the top side, we are moving toward this swing area up here at 0.63, 63 up to 0.6389. Get above all those levels, opens the door for further upside. You can see where that ceiling level comes into play through here. So be aware of that level. So the New Zealand versus US buyers trying to take more control. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going in the new trading day. So there you have it, a look at three of the major currency pairs, three of the major commodity currency pairs. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.